Hello and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Brianna, also known as Diva and the Divine. I am a YouTuber, wellness coach, and iCheck Bites ambassador. And today you are in my kitchen because I'm going to walk you through an entire week's worth of meal prepping in one day of meal prep, specifically for summer, for the occasion where we don't necessarily want to cook all the time. So we're going to cook once, and we're going to have at least 5 days worth of meals ahead of us. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, summer themed. Let's get into it. All right, so for breakfast, we are going to pre-make kind of smoothies. Protein smoothies are my favorite way to start the day, and the formula that I use is the Fab4 formula by nutritionist Kelly LeVeque, and it is wonderful, nutritionally sound, macro sound. Absolutely love it. So what we're going to do to prep for the smoothies is we're going to take these little Rubbermaid containers or whatever little containers you have, and all dry ingredients are going to get prepped for every single day. So as you can see, I have 5 containers here. That means Monday through Friday, I'm going to have prepped dry ingredients for my smoothies. What are the dry ingredients? Good question. The dry ingredients today, for me personally, include a protein powder. My personal favorite is PE Science Select Protein Powder, 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed meal, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1 serving, which is about 5 grams of creatine. That is for me personally, it's a supplement to help me with my strength training. And 1 tablespoon of acacia fiber, which is all carbohydrate, but straight fiber to really boost that fiber impact you get in the morning. All of those things are going to go into these containers, and then what you do is the morning that you are going to make your smoothie, you pull out one of your containers, and then you pull out the rest of your ingredients, which for me are unsweetened almond milk, cauliflower rice or frozen greens of some kind, broccoli, spinach, kale, etc. A fat source, which I really like to use almond butter. Something worth noting, make sure your almond butter only contains the ingredients almonds and maybe a little bit of salt. There should be nothing else in your nut butters except the nut itself and salt. That's it. So I use that as my primary fat source. You can also use something like avocado. And then sometimes I will use a little bit of fruit, no more than 1/4 to 1/2 of a cup though. I personally like frozen berries, strawberries, blueberries, or some sort of berry medley. Then when you are ready to make your smoothie, all you do is you get all the ingredients out, knowing that you don't have to pull out a single dry ingredient, dump everything in the blender, blend it up for 30 seconds, and your breakfast is good to go. For lunches, I like to prep what I call lettuceless salad, and that is exactly what it sounds like. Salads without any lettuce in them. My salad base consists of chopped up cucumbers and celery, and then whatever other dry-ish ingredients you want to include in that salad. For example, this week my salad is caprese themed, so in my salad, along with my celery and my cucumber, I have 4 ounces of deli turkey meat. I have 1.5 ounces of fresh mozzarella cheese that I chopped up into little itty bitty cubes. And then I have a couple of cherry tomatoes sliced up real thin to give it that caprese vibe. All I do is I actually take deli meat containers from the Target brand of deli meat. They're very, very sturdy, and we go through deli meat from there all the time. And these are great meal prep containers. So my salads are always in these deli meat containers, which you get for free because you buy the deli meat. It's amazing. So all you do for your lunches is, again, put all of the dry meaning non-dressed and non-messy ingredients in your container. So in here is celery, cucumber, tomatoes, the mozzarella cheese, and the deli meat. Then when you're ready to eat it, you take it out, remove the lid, and you top it with your dressing of choice. For me personally, for the caprese theme, I drizzled on 10 grams of olive oil. You just put the salad right on the food scale. You can drizzle it on and measure exactly how much olive oil you put on. And then I have a balsamic glaze that I also weigh as I put on, shake it on up, and you're ready to go, easy peasy. Now let's talk about dinner. Dinner is the meal where everybody's like, oh, I don't want to cook all week. Well, with this plan, you don't have to. We are going to be meal prepping some chicken, and the chicken is going to be used in some sort of bowl-themed thing all week long. The way that I really like to do my meals are eating the same meals Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the same meals Thursday and Friday. Which means for me, today is Monday, so today's my cook day. So I'm going to be cooking my chicken and prepping all the rest of my food. And then it all goes into food storage containers, and the rest of the week, all I have to do is pull them out of the refrigerator, make the bowl, pop it in the microwave, and I'm good to go. So what are we making? We're going to be making chicken burrito bowls, which are going to be super simple. I promise you, the only real cooking you have to do is the chicken itself. And there are a couple of ways that you can do that. Option number one is pulled chicken, and pulled chicken is very, very easy. You can make it one of two ways. Put the chicken in a crock pot and forget about it for 6 to 8 hours, and then throw it in your KitchenAid and blend it up for about 60 seconds, and it will shred the chicken beautifully for you. Another option would be to bake your chicken at 425 degrees for about 30 minutes until it's done. It reaches the temperature of 165 degrees. Use a food thermometer, it really does help. Then pop the baked chicken in your KitchenAid mixer or use your hand mixer, and it blends up real easy into beautifully shredded chicken. My husband and I prefer grilled chicken, so I actually use a grill pan like this one right here. And all I do for the chicken is pound it out a little bit, season it, and grill it until it reaches temperature. So if I'm not doing pulled chicken, I will be chunking up and cutting my chicken, which again is a little bit more work, but it is personal preference, and that is how we prefer to prepare our chicken. Then you make everything else really, really easy. You're just gonna use a can of black beans. You can pop these in the microwave if you put them in a microwave safe bowl. I'm going to prep two, so I'm actually gonna stovetop prep them while I'm cooking at the stove anyway. And then for your rice, my friends, you can buy rice and make it if you want, but if you really wanna go easy, no cook route, go ahead and buy these 90-second things of rice from Target or Walmart or wherever, because they're awesome and they take 90 seconds in the microwave. You have to do absolutely no work. Added bonus, all the nutrition information is on the back, easy for you to weigh and measure. If you're tracking your bites or your macros or your calories, all the information is really easy to get. As you'll notice, I have a couple different ones here. I do have, these are all from Target, the Target brand Good and Gather. I have the whole grain blend, which is actually quinoa, brown rice, and lentils. I have regular brown rice, and I also bought jasmine rice because, spoiler alert, what are we going to do with the leftovers? We're going to make Asian themed bowls later in the week. So for the burrito bowl, I have rice as a base, I have the beans, I have the chicken, and then in my refrigerator, I have salsa, I have cheese, and I have lettuce, shredded lettuce. That's it. When the chicken is done, you cut it up or you shred it and you put your desired ingredients in a bowl. And then when you want them again tomorrow, you pull out the ingredients, pop them in a bowl, pop them in the microwave. It is so easy, one night of prep, and you get to eat all week long. Now, what is the jasmine rice for? Just to switch it up a little bit, but still have the same chicken and rice bowl vibe, I'm going Asian for the second half of the week. With jasmine rice, I will actually be microwaving some frozen broccoli. Again, very easy, no prep time whatsoever. Frozen broccoli, leftover chicken, and jasmine rice in a bowl with a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of like a ginger sesame sauce, teriyaki sauce, something like that. And you have a delicious Asian inspired meal in under 10 minutes with no cooking whatsoever. It's so easy. So I'm going to show you how I'm putting together all of these different components, and I'll show you the finished product. Then you too can meal prep one day and eat for fun. go. Those are my meals and how I meal prep for an entire week's worth of eating. Why is it only 5 days if you say it's an entire week? Well, without fail, my husband and I, who are the only two people that eat in this house because we have no children, we will without fail end up going out or ordering out on the weekend, which means we end up with leftovers, or we ate a little bit less than we anticipated, so we end up with leftovers from the food that I originally cooked earlier in the week. So Saturdays and Sundays just end up being our leftovers. Let's eat up what's left. Let's eat up our takeout, whatever the case may be. So I cook personally, in my house, it works that I cook for 5 days instead of 7. Obviously, you have to take the time to figure out exactly how this technique would work best for you and for your family, but this is how we do it in the Diva and the Divine household. If you like this video, I would love if you gave it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that little subscribe button down there and join our community. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Happy meal prepping, and I'll see you next time.